There we go. All right. I scrolled down a little bit. Okay, so these patch notes came out yesterday, it seems, which I think wasn't the last patch a Tuesday? Are they just sporadic patching rather than a set day? Maybe, who knows? Who knows? Okay. Release notes, August 12th, 2020. Spotlight. I don't know if the whole thing is. The lurker has been updated with territorial behavior to create a more threatening and engaging encounter. Cool, sounds good. Lurkers are the little, I guess, blobby thing that floats around the harvester. They don't really do anything right now. A lot of the time, I just basically try and put the harvester between me and it. And it just fires at the harvester and can't really do much. So it's good that they've changed. Movement. Forward momentum is fast. Movement and turning is locked during attack. Okay, so it's interesting that they put movement above attack. So this will explain it. I've actually seen a GIF of what the attack is. But that makes sense when you know what the attack is. Attack. When in range, the lurker telegraphs their next attack by shooting a targeted beam at the player. The beam has a maximum range of 20 meters, increased from the previous attack max range of 15. The lurker is locked into place during their attack animation, allowing players to take partial or no damage at all if they move to avoid the attack. How you doing, Amber? How's it going? After attacking, the lurker resets before attacking the player again, which is good. I mean, so it's basically charging its laser now. Lurkers are now laser chargers. That's decent. It just means they're a bit more threatening. You have to kill... Nowadays, I more or less killed the lurker. I've pretty much killed the lurker before getting harvesters before this, but now it means that you kind of have to. It's going to be moving around the harvester super quick. And jumping on you, so you can't really ignore it too much. Be interesting to see how much damage it actually does. I might get shot by one just to see where it's at. Chase and retreat. Lurkers will wander nearby their original spawn points, which are the harvesters. They will chase the player 50 to 55 meters away from their spawn point and retreat when they are no longer threatened with damage. And interesting. So if you could you drag the lurker around if you kept shooting it, even if it was at its max range? Interesting. Target, sense, and alerts. Lurker's perfect sense, or the range in which the lurker will always see the player, has been increased from 7 to 10. So it knows you're around. There's no hiding from it anymore. Max sight range, the range in which the creature can see the player, has been decreased from 25 to 20 meters. That's actually interesting. The lurker's field of view, or angle sight, has been increased from... to 300 degrees? So it's got like... It's practically got eyes in the back of its head at this point. Holy shit. There's like just at the back there, it just can't see that little bit, but otherwise it's got the whole thing. Far radius alert. The attack at which a lurker will alert other lurkers has been increased from 15. Interesting. Can you imagine if you've got a shit ton of lurkers following you or trying to chase you? I'd like to see them do something a bit more with lurkers, like lurkers respawn around the harvesters. Maybe. But we'll see. The spectating experience while respawning has been improved. Spectators now see the health, heads-up display, HUD, and visible targets such as creatures and enemy flyouts. Okay, of the players they're spectating. Spectators can now see quick comm visible to the player they're spectating. Okay. Interaction UI is visible to the spectator. If no teammate is available to spectate, the spectator camera now defaults to viewing a pretty waterfall. Ah, how nice. How nice. Amber, how are you doing this Thursday? I know we've chatted a little bit today anyway, but how's the graphics card going? How's life in general? Hunters and gameplay. General changes. Added camera shake to quick melee attacks V as hit and hits. Because everyone loves camera shake. It's good. Life is too warm, but making smokes in the garden. Oh, nice. It's actually been pretty cool here, but I've just been working at home all day. You know what I mean? It's been cooler. Not like yesterday. Yesterday was ridiculous. I'm glad I wasn't streaming yesterday. Holy shit. Updated stun animation on all hunters to better communicate when the player is stunned. I feel like fair enough. I feel like you got it or me personally, I felt like I understood it anyway because I just couldn't do anything on my character. But I mean, if some people weren't getting it, then that's fine. Added a new automatic voice line when a hunter takes damage from an enemy player after being out of combat for a while. This is big. That is big because I'm really good at ignoring everything. So the more things that are telling me the team is in trouble, you need to help them, the better. Bug fixes. Improved distant audio reverberation to better differentiate important audio closer to the player. Okay. Is that a bug? Maybe someone reported it as a bug and that's why they've changed it. Fixed several bugs relating to quick comm voice lines. Cool. AJ. Developers notes. We feel that AJ currently has my brain. We feel that AJ currently has a few too many advantages against other hunters. We like her having a strong escape, so rather than change her grapple, we've decided to shave off her offensive. This is interesting. Okay, I want to see how they do this. I haven't read below. People have been expecting like a damage decrease, but we'll see how it goes. Grapple. Update the radius finder to not block the reticle. Okay, that's cool. The rangefinder is now displayed as an icon below the reticle, which shows cooldown, range, and number of charges. That's nice. Aim down sights. Right click. Max damage is increased. Or decreased, sorry. That's okay. That's not a huge decrease. Some people were like crying about the decrease, but that seems okay. Aim down sights. Animation set to be more stable, which will allow gun trajectory accuracy to be more consistent. That's fair. Updated the aim down sights reticle to be a single dot to represent her improved accuracy. That's nice. Especially for people that snipe a lot. I think there was a couple of people saying that the reticle's way too big. Squid mines. Reduced squid mine damage from 30 direct damage and 90 damage over time to 20 and 60. I mean, okay. I suppose with the grapple, if you're letting people get close to you, I often use this as I'm running away. But if you're letting people get close to you as a ranged character, maybe like you should be punished for that. So, fine. Updated Jonah's reticle to remove the bullet drop indicator, as she has no bullet drop. Why was there bullet drop in the first? Okay, fine. Bug got some bug fixes. On the shield burst, fixed the bug that made the shield burst cancel an active crop dust. Oh, dude, that sucks. Spray. Fix a bug that caused holding down the left mouse click to rapidly click it. Fix the bug that caused holding down the left mouse button and rapidly clicking it to have different rates of fire. The rate of fire is now standard between the two. Okay, so you should just hold it down, basically. Drakal. Bug fixes incoming at level 3 upgrade. Fixed a bug that allowed incoming to persist and destroy projectiles permanently. I don't know what incoming does. I assume it's like you reduce projectile damage. I don't know. Something. Who knows? Earl. So we got some proper changes in here. Earl's ability to trade damage against characters such as AJ and Mendoza at range was too strong. I agree with this. Earl is too, like, to be, like, a huge range damager as well. We want to make a change to reduce the long-range power of Earl's gun while making sure we didn't impact his farm rate or effectiveness at close to medium range combat. To do this, we decided to cause his damage to fall off sooner. This change will also be something that will have less of an impact on newer players. It's true. I think Earl is definitely like a mid-range character / close. I'd almost say, I think the only reason I wouldn't say close is his gun doesn't really make sense for close range, but he can tank really well and protect people. So his changes are damage fall off now starts at 35 instead of 45 meters. That's fine. The range of Earl's minimum damage, i.e. his maximum damage fall off, is now at 90 meters instead of 100. So he's just basically closer in. I think that's a fine change. Rahi and Brother. Rahi and Brother do well in public games because public teams are normally less coordinated in their focus fire. However, organized teams in tournaments excel at this, and this is a large part of why he has a harder time in competitive environments. The change to Brother's cooldown will help Rahi to engage / disengage against organized teams, and the range increase of his primary attack will help him to pressure key enemy targets. Okay, so just buffs across the board for Rahi, really. Range up and cooldowns down. Fine. Summer bug fixed. Goes to 11 is their tier 5 upgrade. Bug that fixed a bug that caused the heat warning threshold on Summer's reticle to perform improperly with this upgrade. Okay, fine. Tusker. Tusker's ability to pressure large targets at range, such as Earl, Rahi, and Drakal, has been stronger than we'd like. We like it when Tusker uses her toolkit to get in close in order to inflict damage. By causing her main attack to have fall off sooner, it will mean she'll have to get close, a little closer to inflict massive damage, rather than firing from medium to long range. Damage fall off now starts at 15. Okay, that's not too much of a change, really. In terms of meters, that's, you could be that. Yeah, that's fine. The range of Tusker's minimum damage, i.e. the maximum damage fall off, now starts at 40 meters rather than 50, which I think is pretty good. You practically felt like you were sniping with Tusker at points, just to because you could keep chipping away, and she's a small target. It could be pretty annoying. Updated Tusker's recoil and reload animation to be easier to understand. Who doesn't understand what a fucking reload is? Okay, whatever. Bug fixes. Blink. Fix the bug that caused Tusker to sometimes get caught under the map when using Blink. Yeah, it's an interesting thing that she can blink through stuff, but obviously it's going to cause a lot of problems. Map and matches. General changes. Med stations around the harvesters will now always spawn in the same location instead of being spawned randomly in each match. I like that because sometimes I just can't find it for the life of me. Hive visual effects have been updated. I've seen these. These look really cool. Hives now trigger a camera shake effect when they spawn. I hope I can turn camera shake off. I'm really not into camera shake. Fix a bug that caused a hunter hitbox to remain in the world after a hunter was killed. Weird, dude. So, your Earl could still be fucking tanking for someone after he died? That's fucking hilarious. Fix the bug that caused idle conversation for Rahi and brother Mendoza and AJ to play in the wrong location. Okay. Technology changes. Reduced peak memory usage by roughly 1.1 gigs. So about a Chrome tab. This may help with long load times and frame rate spikes on some machines with 8 gigs of RAM. That's pretty good. User interface and usability changes. The quick comms wheel can now be viewed while the full size map is open. That's pretty nice that you can put quick comms on the map while the map is open. Minimap event icon no longer show distance. Minimap event or countdown timers due to small scale. Okay, that's fine. I couldn't really see it on there anyway, so that kind of makes sense. Changed the way we draw distance and countdown timer information on nameplates and event icons to increase performance. Okay, cool. Don't know what that means. Holy shit, this is a lot of bugs. Okay, bug fixes. The count of essence canisters turned in during a match will now properly display on the post-match scoreboard. Nice, get our scores in there. Fix a bug that caused outgoing damage indicators to not display for very low damage values. Interesting, so at maximum range, pretty much. Fixed a bug that prevented the HUD progression component from showing until experience was earned. That's weird, but okay. I don't think I saw that one. Fix some display issues with critical notification banners, like those alerting players of heart spawns. Okay. Fix a bug that caused some party state changes to not be handled correctly. Okay. Fix a bug that caused harvesters to sometimes appear as grey squares on the minimap. Weird. Okay. Found lurker... Fixed lurker edge of screen detection so they react more sensibly. Okay. I'm not sure what that does. We'll have to see if it feels any different. Fix a graphical corruption bug affecting Earl's afterburner shift icon. Holy shit. Fix the bug that caused graphical corruption on health bar. Dude, that would be so fucking annoying if your health bar wasn't showing properly. Fixed a variety of ultra-wide layout bugs. Not useful for me. Fixed an issue that caused finished animations to hurt UI performance. Okay. Fix the bug that related to tracking invisible objects while not in detect mode. So, wait. You could track... Oh. So, I imagine what that means is while you're in detect, your game registered where the invisible people were but just didn't show you. But now they're getting it to not just not even like have that object available during that, which is interesting. Fix the bug with the minimap not using colorblind palette settings. Okay. The mode unlock reward screen after completion or skipping the tutorial now only displays heart hives. That's cool. Okay, that's about it. I think that's a decent patch overall. I'm interested to try out how these new lurkers will be, and interested to see what the new hive will look like in game. I have seen it in a picture, but it doesn't quite compare to the real thing, does it? In the end. Okay. Let's get ourselves going.